put down. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are joining us from. We have such a diverse and global crowd here as part of our Geocyber Systems troop. So, welcome to the JSAI Build-a-Thon. I'm here with my co-host Ariane, and I put up this slide just to begin us today, since we're kind of moving through the quests, and we hope you've begun. We hope you've successfully completed quest 1, perhaps quest 2, quest 3. It's okay if you haven't. There's still time. We can do this together and get through it. We're here to remove any doubts, any blocks, and answer your questions. The dates they put on here are just suggestions, but also kind of the earliest time where they release the supporting materials that go with that quest. So to see these dates is to sort of say that is the beginning for each of these quests, not necessarily the end. So do not be super concerned if you're looking at the fact that today we're going to be introducing quest 5. So hopefully we're, like I said, moving you through. You're somewhere between quest 1 and quest 5. And we have multiple communication channels. Our study jams are just one of the places we meet. We've set up a WhatsApp group. There's also the community within Teachable. And we just want to make sure that everybody has everything they need to be super successful and have fun. And also, it's an amazing opportunity to build community, which is why we love it when you show up here. Feel free to comment, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from. Be as interactive as you can be is the more that we can help you and kind of know where you're at, know you, and introduce you to the rest of our community. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Ariane.
Thank you, Philippa. So we'll be continuing our series today. Right now we are on the quest 5, which is add conversation memory with LangChain. I hope you have done till quest 4 because for doing quest 5 you will be needing some knowledge about the quest 4, like how you have implemented a RAG in your chat application. Now we'll be modifying it to basically remember whatever chat history you have with your whatever LLM model you have modified. So now let me present. Just,
Yeah, as soon as you share your screen, I'll pop it up there.
yeah, sure. So this is the README file you will get when you will be completing your 4 quest, or you will be directly jumping to this one. Both options are there. Now I'll be briefing you about this quest, like how we'll be adding your conversation memory to whatever app you have made. For this, you will be requiring a Visual Studio Code installed, Node.js installed, and you should have a Node Azure subscription, and you can have it either for free or for paid, whatever way you like. And you also have to install the Azure Developer CLI, which is AGD. Now we will see what we'll be going through in this. So we have a chat interface ready by now if you have done till quest 4. We'll be modifying it this time. We'll be using various web applications and LangChain. So what LangChain basically gives us, it is a tool by which you can make your LLM, make your model or AI app, learn whatever chats you have. Suppose you have open ChatGPT for the very first time, then you are saying, Hello, my name is Aryan and I'm from India." Then you had a conversation about some research paper or whatever you want to ask. Then suppose next day you are asking, "Do you remember my name?" Then it will tell like, "I remember your name is Aryan," and the other things. Then how it does that? So it is done by LangChain. LangChain is the thing behind it. So today we'll be implementing this LangChain in our chat app, which we have made. Earlier, we have connected our model, whatever model we had. We used earlier OpenAI GPT 4.0. You can use any other model also. So there we haven't had any conversation memory or anything else by which you can basically implement your things. By LangChain, we'll be doing this today. So we'll be configuring LangChain on our project first. You have to be in your web API directory, then open your terminal, and then for installing LangChain, you will be using this command, like it will be installing LangChain from the OpenAI platform. Then you have to configure your SDK and other things you haven't done it. Then you have to make some changes in your server.js, like what you'll be using. Now you have to use the Azure Chat OpenAI from the LangChain thing you have installed right now. Then you also have to update your client for properly fetching your data of whatever memory you have given it. So here you have to update some things like Azure SDK key, instant name, deployment name, whatever model you have deployed. You can all get all these details there only. You have to also update .env file, like you have used more factors here, so you just have to update it there. Earlier we had only the endpoint and the API key, so you have to update it. Then finally you have to update this one in your try catch block in the chat file. Now what you will see, you can ask like, hey, you can call me Terry, what should I call you or whatever. You have said this, he basically replied like, hey Terry, I'm your assistant and all. Now you are asking like, can you remember my name? Then it is telling, I don't know your name, you haven't told me. Because till now we haven't applied the LangChain yet. Like we have done some changes, but we have not implemented it. So let's see now how can we implement it. So here are some things. To add memory in your LangChain built-in memory modules, you have to basically make some changes here to get various things. You can read it out for better things. Now what we have to do, we have to make following changes in our server.js file also to basically store the memory of conversation whatever we had. Now you will be having this type of things. You just have to add it there according to the instructions given. If I will tell you each and everything, that will be very long. You just have to copy paste and make some changes according to the model whatever you have created. Then after that, whatever things are written here, when you have applied all of these, then you can simply ask the same thing. Your name you have given, then it is you have replied. Then you again ask like, if you remember my name or not. Then it is telling, yeah, yeah, I remember your name. So this was the task for this particular quest. If you have done till here, it's over. Then automatically you have to push it in your GitHub repo and you will be updated your README for the next, that is quest 6. Make sure like you should be having this dependency in your package.json file, which is present in the web API directory. If you remember, I told you initially only, you have to install this thing in the web API folder, which we have created earlier. So if you are done till here, you can simply be happy. You have completed this quest. And if you want more knowledge about the same, you can simply hop on to these talks which are attached here and carry doing this. So
Actually, I
now
have a
if you have
question.
any, yeah, yeah,
I
sure.
I have a question. Can you go? Yes, go back to the very bottom. Keep going. Go back to the reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. So, for those of us who may not be as familiar, I think you've laid it out really well. But does it help to sort of start a quest exploring some of these resources, or are they truly something to look at the end? Is the further reading maybe a good place to start for someone who's seeing this for the first time?
Yeah, sure. It will be a basic framework for that particular technology for which you want to run. Like here we have used LangChain, so you can see in the Microsoft Docs if what docs are there. You can learn the theoretical knowledge first, then implement in your code and all other things. Like here we have the knowledge like LangChain does this, but how it does this in the background, that knowledge is not here. So if you're not that familiar and wanna go see how these things work in the backend, you can surely refer to the various technologies here. Like in past quest, we had RAG. You can also see about RAG how both of them work together. So there are many things. If all things are there in a single README file, then it will be very long now. So it can be disturbing for people who are knowing these things. So it's just a guide on how we can implement the particular quest in each README.
I love it. I think that's really helpful. That's great. So we're here again on the study jam to be able to, sort of unblock anything, answer any questions. So please let us know how we can be helpful to you, and we want to be able to do that. I actually will come back. Oh, that's because when we had three in the edit, edit. So
Yes.
uh, just live change our screen up. There we go. There you go. It's gonna make us
So if
a.
you have any doubts in any of the quests till now, you can ask to us on any of the platform or right now also. You can also share the photos or whatever doubts you are facing, any error, we'll be happy to help you in the same.
Yeah. So again, there's the Teachable platform, which is just gives you again a reminder of the links. Links we also include in descriptions. Everybody here has also gotten the Google invite to our meetings, so we try to put all the important links in those invites as well. And then we send you sort of email reminders. So we're really trying to get everybody wherever you're at to be able to just continue on. I literally just got back from well, I was gone for 4 days. I was at a 3-day conference. I am just so wiped out. I'm looking at myself on screen. I look so tired. And I was like, I am really tired. It was an amazing conference, but it was exhausting. So I just waking up from a very deep sleep that I needed. But I'm actually, so my plan today after coming back from the conference is to get caught up so that I'm kind of right. I'm on pace with everybody. So I can kind of, I feel like I'm bringing up the rear, making sure that any of the people who are lagging behind, like I got you. We're going to get this together. And I feel like Ariane, you're leading. You're at the front. You're making sure that there's no issues with the ones that we're talking about, and you're kind of completing them steadily. So we're in this together. So nobody's, everybody's kind of at the same is moving along, and we're just excited. We've got some really fun things planned for the end, and for just kind of our we want as many people to complete these. Oh, we've got questions. Hey, Eduardo, happy to see. Is that, uh,
I'm
all right,
stuck
hold
in
on.
quest
I am
3.
gonna show the question. All right, Eduard. Hi, I'm stuck. Oh, stuck on quest three, and my
Stuck.
app interface chat doesn't reply back. What should I do to fix it? Ariane, can you go ahead and pull up chat three, quest three? Sorry, quest three, and let us begin. We're happy to
Like
hear
uh,
from you.
I I know what issues he may be facing. So you should be able to run your web API and web app folder, but your API shouldn't be properly integrating there mostly. So can you please share the error whatever you are facing? Most probably it would be you wouldn't have deployed your model properly, be it OpenAI or Llama or whatever you have used. Make sure you have made a proper .env file and you have pasted your API key correctly and the endpoint whatever you are using, and then you have to mention in the chat file like you are using the OpenAI GPT 4.0 or 4.1 or any other. Like I was using 4.1, but in the README file it was suggested to use 4.0. So just make sure all things are aligned properly, then you will be not facing any error.
Eduard, does that help? Does that answer? Does that help to unfix to make sure everything is aligned in terms of the versions.
Yeah, you can try it now also. Be happy to help if you face any other error, or you can time in contact anytime us or on any of the platforms.
But congrats on getting to Quest 3. I love that for you. And we're excited to get you unblocked, unstuck. And yeah, hopefully that fixes. I did everything that, okay, hold on. There's more questions. There's more comments.
Yeah, it was for how many he's saying. So can you share the exact error whatever you're facing right now? Like you should be sending your question to the LLM model in the chat interface, whichever you have prepared. Then it should be showing some kind of error. Can you share that?
I can't post a picture, but if you can us the text, that would be great.
Yeah, you can send a text or you can also send a picture on WhatsApp, whatever is fine for you.
Yeah, that's how you can communicate with photos. It's on WhatsApp. I see more people joining us. Hello, welcome. We're so happy you're here. We're going through the quests and just answering questions. We'd introduced Quest 5, which is where we're at now. And then, and just to recap our schedule, I needed to move some things. So we're going to take another break for a couple days. So you have a couple days to catch up, but we're on the WhatsApp, we're on the Teachable community. There's also a Discord channel. Actually, we have our own troop hashtag on Discord now that they created for us. So that's even new. So, Ariane, you and I need to go on the Discord and see if anything has popped up there. And
Okay.
just everybody's invited to the Discord because that's everybody who's participating in over the many team leads. So you've got our Microsoft advisors, you've got other troop leaders, you've got ourselves, and you've got all of the participants around the world. So although there's 80 in our group, there's hundreds around the world who are doing this together. So a really good place for just community building and getting to know some other people. So Edward, do you have anything else you can share with us in terms of the issue that you're getting? Or do you want to go ahead and, like I said, send like screenshots, images over on WhatsApp? We will absolutely get them and respond to you there. So entirely up to you how we can get you unblocked.
Yeah, please share anything, whatever you have.
And anybody else, if you want to just chime in, what quest are you on? How's that going? Where are you at in your quest journey?
Yeah,
And how we can help? And just where you're
if
from.
many, yeah, you can share about yours. If many of you face doubts and all, we can also have a Teams meet or other things if you want. We can debug it live also. So there
Yeah.
are many options. You just have to be active.
Oh, here you go. Oh, I will.
Uh,
Okay, screenshot. Do you have the link, or do you want me to go get it? I'll go get it.
yeah,
Give us a second, and I will get that link in there for you, and then you can share it on and just
WhatsApp.
copy.
Yeah.
And just so you know where to find these things in the Teachable platform is where we have all the links to everything. So that's actually where I'm going to get it.
Yeah,
So
but we'll be sharing it. Just
oh, you have it as well. Okay, oh, you created it.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I can see the comments in the comment section. Yes, that's all.
okay.
And
So we're getting that right now. We'll pop that in the chat. And we look at that. I mean, I know Ariane's been amazing at sort of troubleshooting issues on there for people. So we're on that all the time. So even if we're
I
not,
have shared it in the private chat. Anyone, anywhere else, I should say.
uh, I don't know if he get. Oh, that's just between you and I. That's not something that he can read.
Okay, so I should share on the YouTube.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, there you go. That's the WhatsApp group. So, and I'll just add
Yeah,
your
yeah. It's
show.
shared.
Thanks a lot. Okay, so yeah, you have it now, and I'll just show it to everybody where you can find it. So that is the
Yeah,
WhatsApp, and he's saying,
yeah, you
if I'm
can do it. Just reset it and hop on to the other quest. But I will suggest you to make it work because if it will not work, then you will be not able to do quest 4 and quest 5 because in quest 4 you will be implementing RAG in the same chat app. Then in 5 you will be implementing LangChain in the same app. So for doing that, you have to get that working. So you have to fix it anyhow. And if you are completing all the quests, whichever are there, then we'll be getting the participant badge for the Build-a-Thon. I guess
Yes.
you should be knowing that.
Yes, so we also have some mentorship and raffle opportunities as well for those who are
Yes.
completing all. And also, we also have just even if you do partial, you'll be entered to win. We'll do sort of a raffle so that everybody can be kind of included. We obviously want everybody. I think once you get started, though, it just kind of keeps going. You just have to like carve out some time and just make sure there's nothing sort of blocking you.
Yeah.
So I there just to answer for Edward and anybody else, there is a reset button. If you need to know where that reset button is, we can show you if you can't see, if not finding that. But to Ariane's point, it's better to not reset if you don't have to. If you can just kind of go back to the top of the quest and just kind of work it through to where you got stuck and, just troubleshoot that. And then, like I said, we'll um, be able to look at the WhatsApp and see your screenshots and sort of give you more detailed answers and then just go through it. So yeah, if you completely just need to start over, there is that reset button, but you should be able to, like I said, hopefully we can just get it working and not stuck for you. And then back to this is in the chat, which is the WhatsApp group for our community. Um, if I okay, that's the one you had. Okay. So, yeah, so we have, like I said, multiple communication channels. We just want you to all be as successful as you can be and have fun. I mean, you will actually know the whole suite of Microsoft AI tools when you're done with this. Like, it's very intentional in how it was built so that you are fully able to have these tools, which are great for you personally, as a student, and as a professional. Nothing you learn here will go to waste in your entire life. Like, we are completely in the age of AI, and having these skills is super important. And that's why they wanted us to share them and also to learn them. So you are not going, all the time you invest here is time you are investing in yourself and your skills and things that you will bring with you wherever you go. So it'll be very useful. Just join the WhatsApp group and send some screenshots over. So Ariane, that's on you. I'll leave that to you to troubleshoot and take a look at that.
So I got it. It is basically saying you haven't have the access to the resource which you have created. So you just have to search Azure AI in your website and web browser, sorry. Then you have to create and model with whatever subscription you have, maybe it the GPT-4 or whatever. You have to reconfigure your endpoints and API in the .env file, then see if it's working or not. Like I almost say face the same error what you are facing right now. It's just saying AI and don't reply anything. So the major error is it is not connecting to your LLM model right now. Whatever you are doing, it is just trying to get data from the backend LLM, but it's not connecting the front end to the backend. So API is not doing its work of the layer between the front end and the backend part. So you have to modify it. And I would advise see the error in VS Code itself. You would be running an API server and the other web app server. So if you type something like hi there, then in the API server terminal, you'll be seeing various things like data error or it's just showing resource not found and all. Currently, you are showing the errors in the console thing in the developer tools of Chrome, but it is not advised to see the errors from there right now. You should see it from there. And if you're not able to understand it properly, you can just copy, paste it to GPT or Gemini or whatever you want. Then you can also get guidance from here, there also. And one quick tip, if you are from US, you can get Gemini Pro free for 1 year if you're in college.
I did not
So
know that.
that's
I'm in college, so I I need
I, I I told you earlier you haven't activated it yet, I
I
guess,
didn't know
Cursor
that.
and Gemini.
All
Yeah,
right, I got
you are not present, na? You were in the conference from past 3 days, so
yes.
understandable. The
college.
offer was till June. Let's see if it's available or not.
All right. See if taking notes. I'll look that up. Okay.
So Edward, you can basically try that fix. If still you are facing some issue, you can always contact us there on WhatsApp or Teachable wherever you want. And there are many learners on the Discord itself. If we are not available, someone would be available there because there are thousands of learners. So sometimes some person would be there to help you.
Hmm. Yeah. So the WhatsApp is our group, just our community of the 80, and it's got the we've got the three co-leads, but I'll say Ariane has really been leading on the technical support and getting people sort of unblocked and removing doubts on there. And I have, and I was going to say, and then the Discord, that's the everybody, like everybody who's participating in this entire Build-a-Thon throughout the entire Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program. So, and I think is it even extended to MVPs and just the whole, I think it's just a whole Microsoft initiative.
Yes, yes. It's
Yeah.
a very
So
big initiative till then, like from the MLSA community till that, this is the biggest opportunity we have launched.
yeah. So it's a really good to be part of this. It will look good on when you have your participation badge for completing the quests. And like I said, we've got other uh, things that we're working on the back end to make sure that it's just a good experience for all of you and that you have fun and you get some nice either rewards or potential for rewards out of it. All right, so Edward, we're looking for your next comment to see if you are unblocked. Okay, thank you for the advice.
Yeah,
Appreciate that. We are looking to hear from you when you get it resolved. So either here on the YouTube now or like I said on the WhatsApp group, just let us know when you're able to sort of move past that particular challenge. And it will be, good to hear from you that you're moving forward. And again, that's what you just brought here and those questions and the ability to kind of communicate and share is exactly why we're here, exactly what we're doing to make sure everybody has that level of confidence. And the idea for these is that you should spend time with them just to learn and understand and go through them, but you should not be spending any time being stuck or frustrated. Like if you just are like, this isn't working, or I just don't understand this piece, or that's what we're here for is to really make sure that it's fun. We just want to make like it just make it enjoyable and also be here to build community and make it so that these are not just things we do entirely by ourselves.
yeah. If we have a community, if we got any future opportunities for you, we will share that also. You can join us there also. So there are many things. You can contact us for various things. Bessie asked
Oh,
very
Bessie is in
important.
contact with me right now and
Okay,
will try to help me out. Okay,
okay,
fantastic.
okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, good. Oh,
Bessie,
good.
okay, Bessie. Okay, she was also facing that issue, I guess.
Yes. And just so you know, with Bessie, she is actually one of our speakers. Well, you said Bessie Marshall. I think it's if you're speaking of Bessie Mullins, so just slightly different, but I think the same. Could be the same person. She's actually going to be one of our speakers next Saturday,
Nice.
as we are talking about cybersecurity. And Ariane, we have to talk about your involvement in our little cybersecurity career day. I call it little. It's not little.
Sure,
It's
sure.
growing. It's getting quite big. Yes, Bessie Mullins. Yes. Um, yes. So
Yeah,
Bessie is going to be one of our speakers on our cybersecurity career day that we're also
sure,
going to
sure.
be hosting here on this channel. Just because I'm on track. Like my goal is to be a cybersecurity MVP, and that is we just did a DoD what's called Sentinel Cyber or DoD Cyber Sentinel Skills Challenge. So we just completed that together, and we were both in the top 1,000. There were 6,000 registrants. So, but it was interesting this year as they, and I think actually the lesson from that hackathon to this build-a-thon is the same. Because last year, what they did is they had easy, medium, hard, and they had about 5,000 people registered. And within the first hour, you just watched like 1,000 people quit because we were all on a Slack channel because you could see you weren't allowed to give answers, but you could sort of say we had problems or just things. And just so many people were like, I don't have a starting point. I can't get started. So I quit. And this year, they actually had more participants. They were up to 6,000 this year, but they added a thing called super easy. And in super easy, you could ask for as many hints as many hints as they provided and not spend any points. They were free to ask for hints. So their goal was to just get people to get confidence to get going. And so where last year I finished in, I think I was like 201, and this year I was 805. So technically you could say like, oh wait, you got worse. But it was like, no, actually I thought it was like a good sign that more people got better. More people stayed, more people got momentum, more people didn't quit. And that was even advice I put in the Slack channel before the hackathon to everybody. I was like, my advice: sit in the chair for 8 hours. Just stay. Just you can take breaks, go get lunch, but don't quit. Just stay at it. Just keep playing with the puzzles. Go as far as you can get. And so that's again part of what we're saying here is like once you get through one, like if that momentum builds, that confidence builds, and it just keeps going, you will get stuck. Like as Edward, you just mentioned that you did get stuck, but we're here to help you get unstuck. And so, kind of working together, whether it's us helping or again other community participants helping, I think is the best thing for all of us. So really appreciate your questions, and we appreciate people within our community helping each other. So I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, I can see there are three people live right now. If any of you have any other doubts, you can share it now. We'll be happy to help.
Yeah, or just even just say hi and where you're coming in from. Uh, I've created a little infographic. I shared it on my LinkedIn, but I can sort of share it with the community as well because I actually asked. This was ChatGPT. I basically pulled all the countries that everybody had registered from, and I put it into ChatGPT, and I said, "Make me a pie chart." And so it shows us that we have, I would say,
Mostly from India.
I was gonna only about 40% from India, maybe like 20% from the US, and then 40% from everywhere else. Actually, that's not true. Well, yeah, I think I'm trying to think if like it was more of the rest of the world. I was India and US, definitely India for sure. India's big.
And same,
Then US.
same like the MLS, same like the MLSA community.
Yes, yes, it's very, and that's why like we were talking just like it's the advancement is so competitive because for my advancement, I had to qualify. Like I had to be good enough to meet the standard, but I had zero competition. There was nobody else applying, literally nobody, to say, am I good enough? And then with you and everybody else in India, it's like you guys all qualify. And maybe there's somebody who just isn't qualified yet, and they'll be like, okay, maybe in 6 months, but you all are qualified. Now you're competing against each other, and it's such a competitive field. So then you all
Yes,
have to
yes.
be better.
So that's why you should have a X factor. Yes,
What? What was
we
it?
should have a X factor. Yes, to grow.
Yeah. What I was also thinking about when you were talking about LangChain, and this, like, I'm an older, like, I'm a grad student, you're an undergrad, so there's years between us. When I was growing up, there was a TV show in the United States, so it may not be, I mean, even people in the US might not know about it because it's just so many years ago. It was called Knight Rider, and you might know him, like, he's famous in Germany. David Hasselhoff uh,
Okay.
had a singing career in Germany, but he was the actor in a show called Knight Rider, and he had a black kind of like Corvette kind of car called Kit. And again, this is the 1980s. This is how long ago this was, and it was a talking car, and the talking car it reminds me of AI. It's like what I do with like my AI like voice now, and we all thought as kids and just growing up, all thought this talking car was the most amazing thing. Like I was like, oh, that like, and of course, I actually went to Universal and like got to sit in the studios like tour and got to sit in the car, and the actor on the other end was talking, and I just remember something like I was just talking to it like it was like AI, like it was real, and the actor was like so annoyed at me. He's like, I'm an actor. I'm like, okay, you've just ruined it for me. Like I wanted to believe that that was possible. And like now
Hmm.
we're here. So I did believe it was possible. And now it has come to be.
That's the MLSA bottle only.
Ah, I love it. I have mine. I have mine right over there. And
Yes,
mine
we get.
actually has, you know what? That is the beta. Like that was your part of your welcome to beta swag.
Yeah, we get one for beta, one for gold, I guess.
No, no, I hate to disappoint you. I don't think you
We,
do. I only have my
yeah,
beta.
we have. You have to claim it from the Microsoft site. I have seen it.
Oh, maybe we have a choice because I ended up with a hoodie. I love my hoodie. It's got my gold badge on it.
It's along with hoodie and various other things.
And maybe I got
You
other
can
things.
see on
I never.
LinkedIn. I have seen many posts.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay,
I
maybe
hope
it's
it's
two
not
things because I didn't get. Anyways, I have. I'm also as I look at my across my room here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 conference bottles. So I'm good.
maybe you can send some of them here.
Uh, I have Microsoft. I go the conferences I go to are Microsoft Esri, which is our mapping software, and Google. So and then I have some from my university. So yeah, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm but I've been
Mm,
doing conferences this year. Like I went to Microsoft Fabric in April. I went to Google Cloud Next. I went to Google I/O. I went to Space Tech Expo, and then this last weekend I was at VidCon. It is the 20-year anniversary of YouTube. Just so you know.
okay. Now,
Yeah, YouTube did not exist 20 years ago, and now here we are.
okay.
So they were having, but yeah. So actually, the reason I went to VidCon is because here we are on YouTube, and I want to learn how to be a better YouTuber. So I figured if
So,
you want to learn, go hang out with people, and I got to see lots of YouTuber celebrities, and we did lots of selfies, and they had lots of booths for taking photos and videos, and because they know that everybody's creators. Actually, they had three tracks. They had industry track for like people who work at kind of media companies. They had creator track, which I was on, and then they had community track, which I was surprised about how many parents brought their kids who are just huge fans of these YouTube creators. So they got to interact and they got to have
okay.
fun together. So, all right. So, are there any more questions in the chat? Because I think we've kind of covered our ground today. Um,
Yes, yes.
so, I just see that we've got um, so anybody in the if you want to say hi now is a good chance. If not, and we've covered every all of your needs and we've unblocked you and removed any doubts. We've done our job for today.
Yes,
So I
yes.
think we can wrap it up. I think we're good. Okay.
Sure,
So
sure.
thank you everybody for joining us. This is excellent and just happy to see everybody. Thank you for the participation today. It was nice to kind of have things to chat about. And again, I like the idea that you can sort of still screen share what you got. We can use the WhatsApp group for that and sort of handle that in real time. Thank you, Bessie, for sort of resolving that issue. And yeah, so we'll continue on. So I have our next meeting scheduled for Wednesday because I've actually got some work stuff that came up. Recently, I've gone for 4 days on Monday and Tuesday, so I'm going to handle that. And then I'm also going to be up to date on all my quests by the next time we meet. So now I'm kind of now moving through them. And again, that I think that confidence piece is just huge. Like if you just don't have a starting point and you get lost on one, is really hard to sort of recover, especially if you feel like so much time has gone by and you're too far behind. You're not too far behind. I have a very strong feeling that even though they're going to do sort of their celebration on the 30th, because they want to kind of keep us keeping pace, there'll still be like a window of time to get your badge. So do your best, but don't feel too much pressure that you're that all is lost if you're not able to finish it by the 30th, because we'll
Just
we'll take a week or 10 days within into July just to make sure everybody got it done.
Just give your best and try to focus on learning, not completing all the quests. Because if you will hurry, I am sure you will not be able to complete any of them because it will take time. You have to learn some things, you have to implement in Azure and various other things. And one advice I would like to give, like whatever things you are learning, you are implementing it in Azure right now. Like we have seen the Gen AI, RAG, and LangChain here. But you can also implement that functionalities to any of your projects or whatever you are thinking to make. So we are not just bound by these projects which we are working right now. These are just a setup to get you familiar with all the various AI technologies which are going right now to make you ready for any projects, whatever you want and implement these functionalities together. So I hope you have learned about LangChain somewhat today and just go through the documentations and other materials shared by them once. And I hope you can complete it. If not, we are always here to help. Thank you.
Oh, I love that. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ariane. Let's talk to you
It's
in
bye.
just a few days. All right, and again, reach out to us on the channels. We're here to just help you move forward and have fun and get it done and meet some fun people along that can be part of your tech community along the way. All right,
Yes.
see you then. Take care.